Well, First United Methodist Church strikes again. It kind of looks like a bit of a mess there because we went through it. It was actually my buddy John went out into the parkway while a guy handed him a bunch of bags and other stuff, and I could tell by the bags that those are the standard nylon backpack bags that I first saw 2 years ago, and the only one giving them out is First United Methodist Church, and it was hilarious. Now, I managed to get John to take one of the bags, the bright green one, because John has a place indoors. He lives in his camper. He's got room to put junk, and even he did not want all those thermal fleece things or stuff like that. Let me just try to give you a little bit of a overview of some of the idiotic bullshit. Yeah, my finger's over the camera. That they gave us. It's bear in mind that despite that some reports were it was only 98 or 99 degrees today, it'll be 101 tomorrow. It was 100 today, and it was 107 yesterday before the west wind blew in. I know I'm taking too long here. So what do we see right off the bat? It's hot weather, and if you remember last summer lasted until well into November. It was unbearably hot well into the month of November. It was unbearably hot from the end of April or the middle of April until November. 6 months of heat, and we had over 100 days, over 100 degrees. I don't give a shit what the meteorologists in Austin say. So here's a nice knit cap, probably acrylic, that would stretch, and yeah, I'm going to carry this cap around for 6 months until I need it. That ain't fucking happening. That just ain't. I'm going to be rude and lewd and crude because it's all this stuff. If I can't find somebody in the next 10 or 15 minutes to take this junk, I managed to get, John. He took a couple of the T-shirts, even though they were a little big for him. He's a medium, and one was an extra large. Although one look at it, you could tell it was actually a short large. It was about 3 inches short on the waist, and almost everything. Oh, and here you go. Yeah, salted. Let me tell you something. As a farm boy, you see kind of that. If you can, I'll get it up close. Can you see that dark stuff? And you usually see it. One of the last things I want to be handling is unshelled peanuts that have not been properly washed, because almost all peanuts, without exceptions, are covered with aflatoxin. A lot of hay is too and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to carry around this huge bag of covered with aflatoxin. I'm going to carry around this huge bag of food that has only a few calories in it. That goes in the junk pile. And here's a real winner. Here's another. I think this is actually now brings up to 6 toothbrushes they've given me, and I can take one look at it and tell you that they give out a higher quality toothbrush in jail than that. And can you see the amount of toothpaste? That's how much I would use on about one toothbrushing. So that goes in a dumpster. Oh, and yeah, there's a couple of these in here, I'm sure. Hand warmers, super long lasting, up to 11 hours of heat. These things do work, especially if you put them like in your inside of your jacket and stuff like that. They'll keep you warm on a cold night. But that cold night is 6 months away. Do you really expect an old cripple with one arm in a wheelchair who's trying to absolutely maintain the same thing as I did when I came to Austin? My rule was to keep my backpack always between no more than 6 to 10 to 12 pounds. Y'all keep trying to give me crap that I can't use immediately, and I'm not going to haul around forever. I'm not a meth head who is going to push around y'all really get this feeling like y'all want me to start pushing around uh, some supermarket basket full of the crap y'all give me. That goes in the crap pile. Here's a nice, super cheap. By the way, I'm sitting on a nice, lovely, really deep, fleecy, Yankee designed blanket that actually has kept me warm on many a windy night and so on. That cost about $45. This you can buy in bulk and stuff for, especially a cheap fleece, for about $1 a piece. 50 inches by 60 inches. I'm sorry. Let me see. What is 6.5 feet times 12, 60s, 70? I'm 82 inches long and 50. And let me see. My waist is. So you get the idea that other than using this as a ground cover, that's the one thing I did is I kept the metallized mylar because that's a good ground cover in case I'm forced. But that's the problem. I can't get up off the ground. I only have one functioning arm. I haven't been on the ground in a long time. So, oh gosh, here you go. Here's another one. Gosh, there's another one. And wait, while we're at it, yeah. And here's a third one. Oh yeah, they really loaded us up. Hey, you want some free shit? There's another hand warmer. Let's see if I can get my arm to work. There's another hand warmer that will be of absolutely no use for 5 or 6 months. Yeah, I'm going to carry that around all day long, pack it around, and all this kind of stuff. And oh, here's another one of those. You know, how many calories is in there? 340 calories. I don't believe that. That's only if you must eat the shells too. Salted roasted peanuts. Sorry, really. Peanuts and soybeans are full of, well, soybeans a lot worse on the protease inhibitors, but even peanuts contain too much trypsin. Trypsin is a necessary digestive enzyme or whatever, but there's peanuts and soybeans are strictly animal food. I already had one guy come up before that and gave me this crap, and he didn't even really tie it back up, and it's got everything from uh, it's got flax seeds, got all those really toxic black seed, black and something other, chia seeds, hemp seeds. Oh yeah, I want to be eating that shit. Yeah, just chow down on. Yeah, okay. And here's something I tried to get John to, because this is actually a pretty decent looking pair of shorts. Look at that. That's, these are not exactly, cheapoy. They're, they've been worn before. I can tell by they've been washed. But the problem is they're size 36s. My waist is a minimum of 42, and I like to wear pants bigger than that so I have some space. And John's 6 foot tall, but these are 36s, and John's about a 32 in the waist at most and stuff. That's what he's doing right now. He's off exercising. So there's a nice pair of shorts that are going to be in the dumpster shortly because I don't know of anybody around here who would be interested in them. And here's a pair of kind of like gangster pants. And yeah, that's the problem with the other one too. Is I'm sorry, but the inseam on those shorts, that's a gay inseam. Real men want a 10-inch inseam minimum, 10 to 11 inches on any pair of shorts. Otherwise, it makes us look gay. And here's a pair of really nasty plastic, sweaty, and look at that. That's not even a 6-inch inseam. That means like your junk could be falling out and stuff, or really, dude. So I'm already at 10 minutes here. I just want to remind it's every time you, there was two pair of gloves in here. And even though John's girlfriend is a slender little creature, I'm pretty sure these tiny little gloves would probably cut off all the blood flow in her hands. And they won't be needed for another 6 months. So yeah, keep up with them, store them, and oh, here's they are. Here's a nice, sexy looking pair of really nice socks. They're very fashionable. The problem is, once again, I don't think they would even fit. They might fit John's girlfriend, but then again, they look kind of tight. They look kind of small. And oh wait, here's another pair of shorts, cargo shorts, and I didn't really take a look at them. They were kind of at the bottom of the pile. And looky there. They're a size 36. And these appear to be brand new, probably never worn. And too big for John, way too small for me. And let's take a look at the inseam again. And it's got at most about an 8-inch inseam. That's 2 to 3 inches short of being straight. This falls within the gay inseam area. So I just want to remind all you people at First United Church that because I really should have asked John to drop this crap in the dumpster on his way, since he was going kind of that way. Once again, you've put a labor upon me where I have to look like an asshole by taking your stuff that you gave no consideration on giving to me, stuff that none of it, other than the one sheet of Mylar that's neatly packed, the rest of it, and the two of the plastic bags, the backpacker bags, they were selling them for a nickel a piece, 2 years ago to all the homeless people. All the rest of the stuff. You think I'm going to sit out here and try to find somebody to take this stuff off my hands? No. It's just going in the dumpster again. The inefficiency of your generosity shows a complete lack of any compassion for me, especially for you making me having to get up and look like an asshole by carrying a big armload of shit and throwing it in the dumpster. So just want to remind you to just stop it. Stop handing out crap that's absolutely useless. That's what you're doing. You're just dumping it on the homeless guys, right? Yeah, let's dump it on the homeless people. Useless crap, yeah. Out of all of that, there was what most claim is less than 800 calories of edible. The rest of the shit is like either summer gear that wouldn't fit anybody but a meth head, some little, it's, and all kind of blankets and throws and shit that somebody would have to store for months. I have no storage. I live in this wheelchair. What the hell are you people thinking? Do you people at First United Methodist Church even think at all? No, you don't.